Hello everyone. Today, we dive into one of history's most fascinating and brutal figures, Genghis Khan. According to a study published in 2011, between the 13th and 14th centuries, around 700 million tons of CO2 were mysteriously removed from Earth's atmosphere. The surprising cause? Genghis Khan. But he wasn't an inventor with a clean energy breakthrough or a forest planting enthusiast. His method was far more ruthless, by eliminating CO2 emitters. He killed a lot of people. When Genghis Khan's Mongol horsemen swept across Asia in the 13th century, they left a trail of devastation. Around 40 million people were killed, amounting to over 10% of the world's population at that time. These massacres led to vast areas, once cleared for settlements and farming, being abandoned. Forests regrew. Trees absorbed CO2 through photosynthesis and locked a significant amount of carbon in the forest biomass. This regrowth may have even cooled the planet, altering global climate. The Great Khan's impact didn't end with his brutal conquests. Genghis Khan's genes spread far and wide. His campaigns led to the birth of many descendants, with nearly 8% of men in regions once under Mongol control sharing a nearly identical Y chromosome. This means about 0.5% of the world's male population today, or roughly 20 million people, are direct descendants of Genghis Khan. By increasing his extraordinary lineage, Genghis Khan may have compensated for the human losses his army caused. From a boy abandoned by his tribe at the age of 9, Genghis Khan, born Temujin, rose to build an empire that, at its peak, covered nearly 20% of the Earth's land area and ruled over 25% of the world's population. How did this boy with a troubled childhood become one of history's greatest and most feared military and political leaders? Unlike many other historical figures, much of Genghis Khan's life remains shrouded in mystery. We don't even know the exact year of his birth, though it's often celebrated as 1162. Temujin's early years were marked by struggle. After his father's murder, when he was just 9 years old, his family was ousted from their tribe. Temujin, along with his younger brother Qasar, even resorted to killing their half-brother over a dispute. This was perhaps the first lesson in ruthlessness for the boy who would grow up to conquer much of the known world. At 16, Temujin married Bertay, who had been promised to him in childhood. Soon after, their camp was attacked, and Bertay was kidnapped. Temujin's resolve hardened as he gathered an army of 40,000 to rescue her. This victory secured powerful allies and set the stage for the rise of a formidable force. However, tensions with his blood brother, Jamuka, eventually led to a fierce rivalry, culminating in the Battle of Dalambaljit in 1187, where Temujin faced a crushing defeat. After nearly a decade in the shadows, Temujin returned with a renewed determination for revenge. Partnering with his father's blood brother, Togrul, he built a powerful army. This time, Temujin's strategy was not just to win, but to utterly destroy his enemies, including his former ally Jamuka. His relentless and brutal methods, massacring entire populations, sparing only the youngest, were as much about eliminating future threats as they were about sending a chilling message across the steppes. One of Genghis Khan's most famous campaigns was against the Khwarezm Empire in 1219. After a trade mission was massacred by the Khwarezmian Shah, Genghis Khan launched a massive invasion. His army, known for its mobility and discipline, besieged city after city. When they encountered walled cities, the Mongols adapted by learning siege warfare from captured engineers, deploying massive trebuchets, and even rerouting rivers to flood cities, as they did at Zhongxing. The siege of Zhongxing in western Xia is a testament to the Mongols' ingenuity and brutality. Genghis Khan ordered the Yellow River to be diverted to flood the city, though the tactic backfired, flooding his own camp instead. But the most brutal siege was at Nishapur, where the entire population, estimated at 1.7 million, was massacred in revenge for the death of Genghis Khan's son-in-law. The Mongols' campaign against the Khwarezm Empire was devastatingly effective. Despite the Khwarezm Empire's numerical superiority, the Mongols' strategic use of psychological warfare, deception, and relentless assault led to the rapid fall of the empire. Cities were razed, and survivors were often used as human shields in subsequent battles. For the Mongols, Genghis Khan is a national hero, a visionary leader who united the tribes and expanded the empire's borders. But for those in the lands his armies ravaged, he is remembered as a brutal conqueror, a harbinger of death. Yet, no matter how one views him, Genghis Khan remains a towering figure in history. From his humble beginnings, he reshaped the world in ways few could have imagined. What do you think of Genghis Khan? Let us know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more historical deep dives. Until next time, farewell.